Hi, this is Phoebe from Tucson. I'm going to talk to you today about 4 common different types of yoga so that you're familiar with them before you go into a class. I'm going to talk to you today about Hatha Yoga, Bikram, Vinyasa, and Restorative. Break down some of the benefits, explain what to expect from the class, and also some of the things that you might like or dislike about them. The first type of yoga I'm going to talk to you about is Hatha Yoga. Think of Hatha Yoga as the mother of all other types of yoga. It's what everything else stems from. It's a great, gentle, beginner approach to your yoga practice, and it generally focuses a lot on alignment and breathing. You'll be doing slower moving postures and learning to do them well before going into some faster moving classes. Hatha Yoga is really good for developing your balance, toning your muscle, increasing your circulation, and creating more peace within your mind and your body. As a way to complement my Hatha practice, I like to add in some more vigorous cardiovascular movements. My favorite way to do this is through frog jumps. Vinyasa yoga is one of my favorite types of yoga. It can also be called flow or power flow, and it's a much more vigorous type of yoga practice. The movement is generally linked to breath, and music, lively music, is played in the background. It's a great way to get long, lean muscles, build a good sweat, tone your abs, tone your shoulders, and push your physical limits. Within a vinyasa practice, there's a lot of chaturangas, which are those low push-ups, and that work your pecs and your delts quite a lot. So as a way to complement my vinyasa practice, I think it's really important to work the muscles in between your shoulder blades, your rhomboids, by pulling those scapula together. And I like to do that with weights, or I'll even do it simply just as gentle rowing motions. You can also use a machine if you have access to a gym. Next, I want to tell you a little bit about Bikram yoga. Bikram yoga is wonderfully hot. The room is usually humid and well over 100 degrees. Don't worry though, the poses aren't done nearly as fast as a vinyasa class. There's no music, it's not as lively, it's a bit more meditative. That being said, you'll still sweat a lot. Great class for detoxing, and you'll definitely be challenging yourself physically, building strength and flexibility. It's also a mental practice because you have the added component of the extra heat within the room. Bikram's also super great for your circulation and can help with arthritis. As a way to complement my Bikram practice, I like to add some more weight-bearing, strength-bearing exercises into my day. 2 of my favorites are squatting with weights being held overhead or at my chest, and also doing some nice long plank holds, either on palms or on forearms, just to get a little bit more weight bearing in my practice while I'm also doing Bikram sweating and stretching. Restorative yoga is another wonderful type of yoga and a great addition to any yoga practice. Restorative yoga is usually done with props such as blocks, blankets, or bolsters that are used to prop your body up into positions that are held for a long time, anywhere from 2 to 8 to 10 to 15 minutes, depending on the posture. Restorative yoga is wonderful for injury prevention, really great to complement any other types of yoga practices you might be doing. It's also super good to work on some of those connective tissues like your tendons and your ligaments. And yes, you'll still get some flexibility going in there too. Also, it's super great for working on your breath, calming your mind, and building some restoration in your body. As a way to complement my restorative practice, I like to add in some core work, both for my front and my back. Super important to have a strong core to support us in these postures. And so doing some very simple abdominal crunches or some very simple swimmers, laying on your belly, moving your arms and legs, can be very, very helpful. One size of yoga does not fit all. I encourage you to try different classes with different teachers and find one that makes you want to keep going back. Have fun, explore, and try some new types of yoga.